biggest challenge that faces women in academia today is making a decision as to how much they want to strive and push and combine that with what is required if you're going to have a family.
For me personally, it probably slowed me down a little. It probably meant that I didn't become a professor until several years after my male colleagues, but essentially the trajectory is in the right direction, and it's a long game. You know, we work for 40 years, so I think spending 5 or 6 years bringing up young children in the middle of that is a perfectly feasible thing to do.
I didn't start thinking about having a family till my husband put a lot of pressure on me because I was quite obsessed with research and writing.
I got to 30 and I guess my biological clock was ticking, and I really felt this was the time I wanted to have family. My friends were starting to have babies, my family had started to have babies, and I guess that's what drove it for me.
It's generally very difficult to have family and career in science because science just demands a lot of hours in the lab.
My partner and I have discussed about the practicalities of having a family and who will do what role and things. We have decided that my job is generally more secure than hers, so it would make sense for me to come back full-time or more full-time than she would.
Well, of course not every academic decides to have children. I didn't, and I don't know if it's certainly made my career a little bit easier because I didn't have that extra time off and I didn't have that extra concern. What I had instead was elder care issues. So I had 2 parents who were very ill.
The right time for me to start a family, or at least for me to start thinking about a family, was when I got my permanent position, because then I had the security behind me, and that made a big difference to my mindset and how I was thinking about settling down and having a family.
I tried extremely hard to keep up my research productivity, and the best way to do that was just to eliminate everything else from my life except my children and my working life. So enormous sacrifices were made because I'm not willing to sacrifice my research productivity.
One of the things I've always done is bring my children into the workplace. And so when they've got days off school or when they're feeling slightly under the weather, they've come in with me. They've sat in my lectures, they've sat in the front row, they've sat there playing on their electronic devices while the students are asking me questions. And they've been very much integrated into the workplace. A lot of my students and PhD students and colleagues know my family very well. And that's one way to deal with it. And it's a matter of getting that balance between work and family.